I'm upside down. There we go. Hey slackers. Oh wait, I don't call you slackers on Monday post. Whoops. Hey guys. Yeah, it's Monday again, and it's time for a rambling post. I promised you last week that I'd go closer to my posters, but then I forgot before I hung up, so yeah. That's my Dipper and Maple, and they've got like Pokemon around them. And then the 3 Bacoras. And then that's Matuna in a bee suit. And then Kaiba on the ceiling with 3 blue eyes. We got Marcy and Simon. On the ground, but it fell on the cat's litter box. I feel kind of bad. But Dark Magician Girl. Speaking of cats, say hi, Nimby. And Go. So yeah, those are my posters and my cats. And I got all of these, I think, yeah, got all of them at Fanime. Most of them I got Fanime 2013. I think the Bakura one was Fanime 2012. But yeah. Fanime is a lot of fun. I'm super excited. Because, okay, Dickens Fair ended yesterday, and I'm kind of sad about that. But because Dickens Fair has ended, and, Christmas is going to end pretty soon, Christmas is in a couple days, which I'm also excited about. But, after money starts rolling in again, I'll be able to buy my dress cosplay. I'm super excited for that. I've been excited for that. I told my dad, in June. Oh my god, I want to get a jazz cosplay, and he was like, we'll have to wait until after Dickens Fair, and I'm like, and he said, let's wait until February. January you can look for it, February you can buy it, and then you'll probably get it by March. I'm just it's so far away, but now it's closer, I'm super excited. But no, I've been doing this for the past few months. I'm just oh my god, I can't wait to get my jazz cosplay, and oh my god, did you get it? No, I'm gonna get it in February, oh. But I'm excited for February. And I want to get a Kyle cosplay, which I have no idea how I'm going to do that, because my dad usually pays for cosplay, and he doesn't exactly know I'm into South Park yet, so, yeah. And what else do I want? Alexis. I want to get an Alexis cosplay. And I think that's it. I mean, I want to get a gazillion cosplays, but, I gotta be reasonable. Pretty much it's just going to be get 1 or 2 major cosplays a year for Fanime, and then get smaller cosplays throughout the year for different conventions, or, just to have, if they only cost $20, then, I can get that. And yeah, and one day in the very far future, I will have every cosplay known to man. Every cosplay I want. I mean, I'm not just going to randomly cosplay a thing for my show I don't even know. But yeah. Sorry. Sudden urge to cosplay Princess Kenny. Yeah. So, I don't really have a lot to talk about. Vacation. Winter vacation. I have the next 2 weeks without school. That's gonna be nice. I slept until 10 this morning, which kind of what am I doing? I'm supposed to be sleeping until 2. But yeah, I don't look as tired as I did yesterday. That's nice. What else? Haven't really had to deal with many of my friends, except for one, Ellie. Yeah, she read. I posted. Remember last week when I told you of the poem? I posted that on Tumblr, and she read it, and she talked to me about it, and I was like, okay, this is good. She's taking a step, and now she's being really clingy because she's afraid I'm leaving her, and it's just she wouldn't let me do things, and because of that, on Saturday we both went to Titans, and she just wanted to hang out with me all day, and I'm just yeah, okay, I gotta go now. I wanted to take my corset off, and I wanted to talk to my mom and all of that. And she was like, no, stay with me. And I'm like, no, I really have to go. And she's like, no, stay with me. I'm like, no, I really have to go. fine. Like, she was all bitter about it. And I left, and I got my first off, and then I went to go see my mom, and she had already left with her ride, and my dad drives me to and from it. She didn't leave me, but she left with her ride, and for 40 to 60 minutes there, I was worried she would have gotten in a car crash, and the last thing I would have told Dr. Fur about was painting ornaments with Ellie. So, yeah, not the best night on Saturday. And Sunday I kind of avoided her. I just didn't want to deal with her. I'm a cute boy at Dickens. I feel kind of bad, like, for the past few months, I was like, this kid at my school who I'm like, I'm not sure if he has a crush on me or not. I'm being like, if he does have a crush on me, like, I don't know how I respond. And, like, he seems okay, but I don't know if I want to do him. And when I told Ellie, she was just, like, really him. And she was acting like I said I had a crush on her and then him. And, like, no, he has a crush on me. I think he has a crush on me. Like, I could go on a complete weird theory that isn't actually true. And he really is just, like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to look at you. I was just staring into space. What was I saying? Oh. But, like, it does, like, me feel kind of bad, because, like, I was, like, thinking, like, if he does like me, what would I do if I was dating him? Like, would he want to cosplay with me? That's what's been going on my weekend, and then I met a cute boy. He's around my age, and he's really nice, and, like, oh god, my mom, I just know it, my mom's gonna watch this video, and she's gonna know I'm talking about it, and she's gonna go crack me about it, but I don't know, he was really sweet, and he was, like, nice to his mom, and it was just, oh, and also, I don't know, he could just be being nice, but I think he has a crush on me, because A, he kept on looking at me, and B, I don't know, he did this thing that I would have done, like, he gotten up to go do something, and I went down to go touch the dog, and, like, right when I sat down, he got up and sat down next to me to play with the dog, and that just seems like something I would do if I liked a person, and I'm just, like, he's, like, super polite, like, I don't know, like, if you, and obviously I've been needing a lot of politeness lately, because of my friends and such shit, so it's just, and, like, if he likes me back, this is just great. I don't know if he cosplay, though, it's kind of a thing. I mean, he's willing to, like, make himself, like, dirty himself up so he can be one of Fagin's boys. Like, that's what he did the past weekend. Pretty much, I don't know the whole story, but he and his sister were with his mom this weekend, so they were playing for Dickens. That's, like, all I know. And, I don't know, he was one of Fagin's boys, or he was hanging out with the Artful Dodger all day. So that's a thing. And my sister started talking to me, and she seemed pretty cool, and, like, I follow her on Tumblr now, and that's pretty cool. But, yeah. And, like, I've known their mom for a while, and she's pretty cool. And, like, she's really close friends with my mom, and I don't know. Like, I always knew, like, I was going to find my true love at Dickens, Piers ago, I figured anime convention or meetup or something like that, or school. But school was very iffy because a lot of the people at my school kind of suck. Hi, Dipper and Mabel. But yeah, those are just really big parts of my life, and, like, if I don't want to date someone who doesn't do that kind of stuff. But I also feel kind of bad because I have these really big things. Like, I want someone who will cosplay my ships with me. That's just a thing. I want someone who can dance really well. like, just knows how to waltz. Like, they don't even have to be really well, just knows how to waltz, and, like, you know, can get through a dance without messing up too much, and, like, you know, it doesn't have to be great, just have to know what they're doing. I've always, like, I've just realized this, I've always wanted to be protected and wanted to protect. Like, if you read a lot of my OCs or my characters or something, there's, like, there can be protective, but, like, they always have, like, this crippling thing, and they need to be protected, like, GXOC. Yeah, GX. Her name is Sky? Yeah, Sky. Oops, I know her name's Sky. Yeah. She protects her little sister that she loves dearly, but, like, she has nightmares about like, some dude, revenge against their mom, went to kill her sister when her sister was only a week old, so, yeah, nightmares, but she doesn't tell her friends about that, because she's stupid. And it's more like, I don't want them to worry about me, or I don't want them to have the nightmares that I have about my sister, so I'm just going to just, like, I'll take the nightmares, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, but, like, her friends, like, this is going to sound Mary Sue-ish, having Chaz Princeton be all protective of her, but, you know, she and Chaz are, like, best friends. They're super best friends. Okay, but no, but yeah, and, like, Alexis and Jaden, like, they sometimes will, like, she'll sometimes, like, crawl into their beds and, like, go, like, yeah, nightmare. Yes, I know, it sounds like Hunger Games. That's kind of where I got it from. Actually, no, I got Sky having nightmares and literally sleeping with friends from Steph. And I got Steph having nightmares and sleeping with friends from Hunger Games. I was very obsessive with Hunger Games when I created Stephanie Siren, so yeah, she likes Hunger Games, actually. She hunts because of Hunger Games. Like, her best friend taught her how, and she's like, why do you like bow and arrows so much? And it's like, well, there's this book, and the scroll is kind of awesome. And so, yeah. And the whistle, when she's a siren. Anyway, the whistle is this with songs or spells. This makes sense. Whistle controls birds, but there is a whistle to, like, uncontrol them. If two sirens do it at the same time, the whistle can stop time, which makes no sense. It's like, I can control that bird, and now I can stop time. Rue's Lullaby, which actually isn't Rue's Lullaby, it's Prim's Lullaby. That's what she sang to Prim when she was sick. Sorry. Random tangent. Sleeping song. And, what's it called? The Hanging Tree. If you sing the lyrics, it's a healing song, but if you change one word, I think it's like if you say in the hanging tree, it's a healing song. If you say by the hanging tree, it's a death song. Because if you're in the hanging tree, you're, like, inside of the trunk and you're hiding from the people and they can't get to you. But if you're by the hanging tree, like, the people will see you and, like, oh, I can get you. And then they'll just hang you because you're there. So, yeah, that makes sense in my head. And there's a million other songs, but those are, like, for years, those are the only songs she knew, and she was, like, too afraid to... Stop it! I'm doing a video. Stop it! And she was, like, too afraid to sing because, like, she was afraid she would hurt people and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about my OCs because I could talk about my OCs forever. I have them on the brain 24/7, and I've had them on the brain 24/7 for, like, 3 years. Shush. Yeah, 3 years, I think. Yeah. So, yeah. Almost. It's close enough. So, yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Protection and protected. But, like, and Stephanie, she's very protective, like, of all her friends, but, like, because of her nightmares, she needs to be protected, and it's kind of like this, makes a deal with Rio, because I like Rio. Anyway, she makes a deal with Rio, like, I'll protect you physically if you can protect me emotionally. It's all sweet. They get married, and Sky's their kid. Yes, Sky is their kid. I don't care if it's 10 years later. Just shut up. Anyway, so protection and protected. Like, I want this myself. Like, I want someone who needs me, but who will also go, like, hey, you want to talk about it? And then I do talk about it, because I feel like I can. Like, a major problem is, like, I don't talk about my feelings to my friends, because I don't feel like I can. I keep looking at my picture, so it looks like I'm looking off to the side, because I am, but, like, it feels more comfortable. Like, you may have noticed I never really look directly at the camera like this. Like, I will sometimes do it, but then I'll just kind of drift and, like, look at myself in the thing, and it's really bad with iPads and stuff, because, like, it's obviously to the side. Like, on the computer, I can kind of, like, push it up and towards the middle, so it looks kind of like I'm at least trying to look at you guys. But, like, there it looks. When you look down, it's not as bad or obvious or anything. Whatever. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, protection. So that's just what I need. Like, a lot of it's, like, I need someone to protect, and I need someone to protect me, but, like, you know, I'd like it to be the same person sometimes, and I haven't been getting that from my friends. Like, I don't feel safe around them, and they never seem to need my help, so it's just like, no, I need this. This is just who I am, and wow, I don't know if it's the camera or if I'm just, like, on fire. Jesus Christ, I'm red. Sorry. But, yeah. I wasn't planning on making this video that very long, because I have the house to myself, and I could be, like, on the computer and, like, doing things, but I wanted to show you guys the posters, so I decided to do the video on this. Tomorrow is a special day. I have no idea what we're going to be watching. I'm probably just going to choose random thing from season 3. Although I haven't checked the videos, I'll have to. I haven't gotten any emails of, like, someone commented on your video, but that could just be a thing. But yeah, most likely going to just be some random video for season 3, and it can be a 4-parter, because, yeah. What else? Told you Dickens Fair ended, which I'm really sad about. Like, all day. Like, okay, all year I've been really excited for the last day, because I was dead fan. Okay, so if you guys ever read Christmas Carol, which you probably had to read in school, but I play Belinda Cratchit and Fan Scrooge. Belinda Cratchit is the 3rd eldest in the Cratchit families, both Bob Cratchit and Tiny Tim and all that. And Fan Scrooge is Ebenezer Scrooge's little sister, who, like, saves him from his evil school of evil. Anyway, but pretty much, like, she died a woman, which is why, and she died of childbirth, because, like, if you listen to what the Ghost of Christmas Past says when they're talking about her, she's like, she was delicate, she was, like, really delicate, and, like, a breath could have pushed her over, but she had a large heart, and she died of childbirth, which makes a lot of sense. And this makes a lot of sense, like, in the Victorian era, when you're delicate and small, like, you're probably going to die. And that's why Scrooge hates Fred so much, because Fred killed Fan, and Fan was, like, the best, like, the greatest little sister in the whole entire world. And anyway, so I'm Fan, and since she died, I'm Ghost Fan. It's, like, last day prank, and I'm Ghost Fan, for, like, 3 hours or something, the last few hours of the day. So that was a lot of fun, and, like, all year I've been looking forward to this, and for the past few weeks I've been looking forward to today, when I could sleep in, and, like, I feel kind of, and then, like, yesterday, I was leaving, and that's when I started feeling bad, because I'm not coming back next week. I'm not coming back until Thanksgiving. Look, Dickens really isn't that stable, but it's in the same place, and, like, I know for a lot of you, like, you're going to think this is me being a wussy and all of that. Like, I still live in the same city, but, like, see, I grew up in a house for 14 years, and then we got kicked out. Actually, before we got kicked out, when I was 10, my parents had a divorce, except they're not divorced, they're just separated because they haven't done legal papers yet. That was bad. That was really bad. Sorry. So yeah, I half moved because my mom moved, and then when I was 14, we moved to a different place, and a couple years later, my school moved, so, like, my dad moved closer, like, he was gonna move anyway, and he figured, like, might as well move closer to the school. So, yeah. Past few years, everything's just been moving, and, like, Dickens, like, even Piers is fucking moving. Like, we're moving to a place we go to once a year, but now we're going to it more than once a year, and we're not going to the old place, and that's kind of emotional for me, and it's just, Dickens is the only place that hasn't moved in my entire life, even though it moved from 1995, and it wasn't a thing until 2000, but, like, I don't remember, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, just, it's stable. And it's home. And it's done. And it's not just it won't move. It's the people there. They're so nice, and they're funny, and they're smart, and they're fun to hang around with. And they understand literature. And it's my home. And it's just, I don't have a lot of places I can call home anymore. It's all broken. Sorry. Double digits. My life being in double digits has not been easy. Ever since I was 10, everything got fucked up. And it won't stop being fucked up. Like, my parents start fighting to get a divorce. My cat that I loved, like the first animal I was really close to, died. My grandmother died a year ago. Moving all the time. High school is hard. It just, I really, 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 really miss being a kid. Like, if I could be 7 again, I'd be so happy. And, wow, I'm not really prettily crying right now. I'm really warm. Anyway, so life isn't easy. I'm sorry, I meant this video to just kind of rant on my friends and then talk about the boy I met yesterday. I really didn't mean for this video to turn into me crying about about things that happened the last 6 years. Sorry. Yeah. GX thing tomorrow, probably from season 3. I'll, check to see if anyone commented, but I don't think you guys did, which is okay. I understand I'm not that famous. But, yeah. Also, one quick thing, the Kenny thing. Okay, Funko sucks. The Kenny thing, I slipped out of my head, and it broke. And I chatted with my mom. The first thing I said was, I'm a bastard. She's like, you're not a bastard. Your father and I were married for 2 years. And then I explained to her, and she was like, oh, you mean Ken? So, yeah. Anyway, later, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.